Alright, back with another Madden 20 episode. This is week 5 against the Bills, both 3-1. I haven't played well enough to be 3-1 after losing my opener to Seattle. But this is the best of the new generation Maddens, and in year 4 here we've got the sliders tweaked pretty good, so it's a pretty decent game. Let's see if we can take the Bills out up in East Rutherford or wherever they're from up there. But Madden 20 rated. And we'll take a quick look at who's where in the online, guys. Needless to say, I think the 6 of us, only 2 of us are having a decent season so far. Everybody else is 2-2 or 1.
Mixon fixin' for another big game. We'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it get a win before they head out on the road.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the counter, it's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 108 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
From the 31, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Now the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
The backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can spread him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
53, come on. 53, check 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm no cliche here. Game of inches, probably.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On the defensive side, this is the starting lineup for the Bills. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's got a 1st down inside the midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Check. Hey, alert! Check 53. I got you, son.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
53. 53. Mike. Double dog.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Alert! 49, guys. Mike, 49.
They're trying to throw here. Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield down. That's complete. Right around the 8. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone set. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run the counter. Henry, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 62 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Mike Brown, 80! Mike 5-4.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Check 53. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing now is Allen. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Right there. 180! Right there, 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're picking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Allen to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he puts it through. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had of what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mayfield brings him up first and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now it's Nixon running right. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield, and caught by Henry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the kick from here, a field goal, would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Allen now to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. Caught by Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action after being able to.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
What I'm talking about.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Let's go.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Antonio Callaway, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Push him back. Push him back.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go, team.
Mixon with a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let's go one more. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Throwing. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. There's the twin stick now. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Draw play. This is Henry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to like to throw with Allen. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Mayfield down. He completes it to Henry, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Silver.
And they'll let the 49 try and push the pile. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. And I want to give the big guys some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Run. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Oh, yeah.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Under 10. Hey, alert 33. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Let's go. Let's go. Up, up. Number 53. Mike 53. Hey, Haywood. Here I come. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Check. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. King. 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 I got it.
1st down, Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first, here's Washington. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more conditioned.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Samaje Perine, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
It's the secondary. They really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense tonight.
That's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Allen's going to throw. That's caught at the 2. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
and that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by a field goal, 2:12 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Mayfield to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing that.
Oh, there you go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike's by 4. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Right there. 319. 54 Mike. 6 man. Check curl. Check down.
On 3rd down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Huge first down, got it home.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
That's trash. 49.
Back to throw. Yeah, that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, we're 33.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.